There's a jumbo story that we just have to share. It's too big to keep to ourselves. Some good news from the natural world. We're all familiar with these mammoth mammals. The last survivors from an age of giants. An average bull African elephant is 3 meters at the shoulders and breaking the scales at 6 tons. They are beefy boys. But even at birth, an elephant calf weighs more than the average human. And this little one is just at the start of a very long journey. Elephants can live for more than 70 years. Males live apart from the females, but everyone in the matriarchal group will help care for the baby. It will grow up surrounded by love and wisdom. Much about elephant lives mirror our own. They invest a lot of time and energy in their young. Like us, the little one will grow up with loving friends and family. Very carefully fed and protected for several years. Then, for boys, once they reach their moody teens, it's time to leave home. They'll go and live with the older bulls, picking up social skills, while young females will stay with their mother, grandmother and aunts. They are intelligent, emotional, self-aware and caring creatures. They walk at the pace of their slowest herd member, helping to support the sick, elderly and the little calf. There are of course 3 species of elephants, all very distinct, and with many regional variations in different parts of their range. The best known are the biggest, the African or Savannah elephants that roam the plains. These beautiful animals are endangered, as are Asian elephants. Smaller, with little ears, it's these stunning animals who have been domesticated and put to work. Though the happiest ones still roam wild. And the third kind, the rarest of them all, are the critically endangered forest elephants from the jungles of Central Africa. Darker skinned, with big, rounded ears, bright eyes, long tails, and most distinctly, tusks that point straight down. These magnificent mammals are unique to their rainforest home. Elephants have many quirks. Without much hair, these beauties seem proud of their wrinkles. But they are not just signs of aging. Elephants' wrinkles hold 10 times more moisture against their skin, helping to keep them cool. And the cracks hold mud, a useful sunscreen and shield from biting insects. Their trunks are just incredible, containing 40,000 muscles, way more than we have in our bodies, The unique appendages are immensely strong, able to topple trees, and yet so dexterous they can collect delicate twigs. And then there are their tusks, which are very useful tools and display structures the older bulls can show off. At the end of the day, they are just big teeth. But that hasn't stopped them from becoming the elephant's downfall. Over the last century, 90% of Africa's elephants have been lost, slaughtered for their tusks. From perhaps 12 million, less than 500,000 remain today. It's taken just 3 generations for 50% of Asia's elephants to vanish. And currently the most targeted, forest elephants, have lost 90% of their population in just 30 years. A colossal crisis. Even with strict laws and protection, at least 20,000 elephants are still killed in Africa each year for their tusks. That's more than 50 a day. And there's another, perhaps greater threat that all wildlife faces. The endless growth of the human population and its impact on the land. Elephants are losing habitat and being cut off from migration routes and access to vital seasonal resources of food and water. This leads to increasing conflict as desperate animals try to adapt by raiding crops and wells. But there are solutions, like making waterholes for wildlife and reinforcing and protecting water sources needed for people and farming. And keeping them away from farms by planting repellent plants like lemons or chili peppers, or even keeping bees, which are known to keep the sensitive giants at bay. To ensure elephant survival, they need space. An elephant must eat 150 kilos of food a day and must keep constantly on the move so that no area is overgrazed. As they go, they change and shape landscapes, making it better and richer for other species. They are ecosystem engineers, dispersing seeds, pruning plants, encouraging regeneration and greater plant diversity. It's thought forest elephants might be responsible for distributing 1/3 of the tree species in their jungle home. And elephants open up pathways and meadows, waterholes and wallows, a patchwork of mini habitats that support a vast range of other species. But because they need to roam and eat to look after themselves and to enrich landscapes, they not only need big protected areas, but corridors linking the protected areas so they can move in safety. There is still space in Africa for them, as long as pressure from people is minimised. We like to bring positive stories And let's face it, elephants really need a break. Thankfully, the importance of elephants is known. Governments and conservationists work hard together to make change, stomping out illegal trade in ivory and protecting stretches of land. And with brave anti-poaching patrols risking their lives on the ground to keep the wildlife safe. And it's paying off. Here is the good news. 70% of Savannah elephant populations have not only stopped declining, but are, very slowly, showing signs of increasing. Showing that it is possible to save our most treasured and iconic animals, and offering hope for all wildlife and a brighter future on planet Earth. Some populations are still in sharp decline. So do all you can to help through research, donations, educating against ivory, and even a bit of responsible ecotourism. Like all of us, this little elephant deserves a long and happy life with family and friends. Let's hope and help where we can to make sure he gets it. And like, share and subscribe to Wild for the World to spread the love of nature.